Assalamu alaikum. Today we are going to cover Google Classroom and what are the various features that we are going to use in Google Classroom. First of all, what is the purpose of Google Classroom? The main purpose is to facilitate paperless communication. As you all know, the paper production industry contributes to deforestation. We are suffering from the global issues of climate change and global warming. So, to reduce the effects of global warming, we must reduce the use of paper so that there is less deforestation. And again, to post assignments, material announcements, to have a smooth workflow, to create quizzes, to generate quiz response automatically, and to grade assignments so that the teacher's effort is reduced. What we are going to cover is how to create a class, how to add students in a class, how to invite co-teachers, what is the purpose of stream, class, people, grades tab. These are the 4 tabs that you can see on a teacher's Google Classroom screen. We are going to cover what is the purpose of these 4 tabs: how to post assignments, material, quiz, question, how to grade students. These 6 points are the checkpoints that a teacher should set. These things must be learned to operate Google Classroom very effectively and productively. How to get started with Google Classroom? It's just the same. You must have a Google account, a Gmail email address, and password. First of all, go to www.google.com. Sign in and then click on this G Suite collection icon so that you can have all the softwares provided by Google. You can see a scroll bar over here. Just scroll down. These are not the software, these are not the only softwares provided by Google. You first scroll down and then you will see other softwares also. So when you scroll down, you can see Classroom over there. Google Classroom, the main screen of Google Classroom is this. Here you can see this plus icon. How to create a class? First of all, you must create a class so that you can post assignments according to the classes. First of all, click on this plus icon, and when you click on this plus icon, you can have these two options: create class and join class. For now, we are just clicking on create now. I will tell you later what is the purpose of this join class option. Check this checkbox and continue. Add all these details: class name, section, subject, and room. Room is not required, obviously. Just fill in the class name, section, and subject and click on create, and your class will be created and you will see the classroom on your dashboard. Here you can see all the classes that you have created, but since now we have only created one class, so you can see one class over here. Click on this class and now you have entered the classroom. Now when you have entered the classroom, you must add the students and co-teachers. So for adding students and co-teachers, you can see this people's tab over here. Just go to this people tab, click on it, and here you can have the options to add teachers and students also. This icon is used to add teachers, and this icon is used to add students. When you click on adding students icon, you will have this window, and when you will click on invite teachers, you will have this window, but I am showing this on the same screen. Just enter the email address of the students over here, and click on invite, and add the co-teacher over here and click on invite. What is the other method and the easier method to add students is, you can see this Google Classroom code over here. This is the code, that a secret code that a teacher should give a student, so that only students can add into the class. So when you create a class and this code is generated, just tell your students, copy down on the board, or you can just forward it through WhatsApp or whatever source is, but you must share it with your students, and students will automatically join in with the help of this option. Let me tell you where it is. This join class option. When the students will be coming, the student will click on join class, and then the system will ask the student to enter the Google Classroom code. And when the student enters the code, then the student is automatically added to the class. So this is the easier way to add students. This is the activity that you must perform. What is the purpose of these tab? Stream tab is just like a timeline. It will show you all the assignments on all the things posted in a chronological order, means the most recent first. The activity that has most recently been done, it will be shown on the uppermost area, and it is just like a timeline. It will be showing you all the assignments, all the materials that you have been posting on the classroom. Classwork is the tab in which all the classwork can be seen and can be created. You will see all the classwork topic wise here, and if you want to create any assignment or any other classwork, you will go to this tab. On classwork tab only you can create assignments and any other thing. People tab I have already shown you. It contains all the people in the classroom. Grades is just like a course worksheet in which all the grades of all the assignments will be showing. To post an assignment, go to classwork tab and then click on create. When you click on create, you will have this drop down menu from which you can select either assignment or quiz assignment or question or material, or you can reuse an already existing post, or you can create a topic as well. When you click on assignment, from here you go to this assignment window. Here you can give a title to the assignment and give instructions to the students. Here we have two options, add or create. Add is the option that is used when you want to upload a file that is already existing in your computer or on Google Drive or anywhere else. Create is the option if you haven't created the file, haven't created the assignment or haven't created the worksheet, and you want to create it just right now with the help of Google Doc or Google Slides and Google Forms. You can click on create. But if you have it and you have already created with the help of Microsoft Office software, and you have it in your computer, then you will click on add. For students, you can select the students and the classrooms for which you want to generate this assignment, and you can add points as well, and due date, topic, and rubric is just a criteria on which students uh, will be judged, and students get to know okay, what is expected from them. Means if it is a essay making assignment, rubric will have all the points. For example, what are the things that will be seeing that will be expected from the from that essay. Means organization, relevant information, spelling correction, grammatical correction, all these are the things that are expected. So all this criteria will be contained in this rubric, and then you will click on assign, and as soon as you click on assign, the students get the assignments and they start doing it. When you click on this material option, you will have this window. It is just any helpful material like any PowerPoint presentation or any document or any URL of the internet or a video, YouTube video, that you just want to show your students as a helpful material. You can add over here. You can give title, description, and you can add it with the help of add button, and you can give for topic, and you can post. When you click on question, the question window appears like this, and you must give them a question, instructions, and all these things again similar, and you will ask, click on ask, and the question will be posted. When students get the assignments, this is the students view of screen. They are just having the title and the instructions on the screen, and the file that you have attached like this, and they just see the assignment, download the assignment, and make changes in the assignment. For example, if it's the worksheet that you have created and it has fill in the blanks or true and false, they will just add all that, and they will again add it over here. When they click on this add or create, a window opens up, a dialog box, from which they can locate the file that they have just edited, and they can attach it over here. Or if they are doing it in the copy, they can take pictures, and then they will be attaching all the pictures by clicking on this button. And after putting up their done assignment, they will click on mark as done, so that the teacher gets to know that this student has done the work. Now when they are done with the work, the assignment comes back to the teacher, and this is the teacher's screen, and teacher will see the student work and the student by clicking on that assignment, and then coming to the students work tab, the teacher will be able to see the students work. Here the teacher will be seeing how many of them have turned in, means they have done the assignment, and how many are assigned. That means here 24 are assigned and only 11 students have done. That means there are still 13 persons who have 13 students who have not done it, and all these students are appearing over here that have done the assignments. Now the teacher can give the marks here. For example, I set 5 marks for the assignment, so now the teacher can give grades here, and then after giving the marks, the teacher will click on return, and the students will get the emails that the teacher has graded them. So they will just open up and will see their grades automatically. So this is a cycle in which this is this workflow that is followed in Google Classrooms, and it is very easy. Yes, that's it. And I just want to mention one thing. There is a YouTube चैनल विद द नेम रोबोटेक HFS, जो कि मेरा ईमेल एड्रेस भी है roboTech HFS ROBOTECHHFS. I am going to upload all these videos over there as well, so please go and subscribe my channel for all the latest videos, all the latest tutorials that I am creating. Thank you so much.